There are two things that these commercials have in common: Super Bowl and celebrities. We found out that a lot of them premiered during the Super Bowl. However, we didn't expect so many of them to have premiered during the same Super Bowl. But the most expensive one on this list has nothing to do with the big game. Let's take a look at 10 most expensive commercials ever. Number 10, Microsoft empowering $8 million. The ad premiered during the 2014 Super Bowl. It highlights the many innovations being powered by Microsoft's technology, with special emphasis on technology like prosthetic limbs and hearing aids that improve people's everyday quality of life. It was the former NFL star Steve Gleason of the New Orleans Saints who starred in this commercial. He lives with ALS and uses the technology of Microsoft to communicate with his friends and family. In the commercial, Stephen Gleason says, "What is technology? What can it do? How far can we go? Technology has the power to unite us. It inspires us. Technology has taken us places we have only dreamed. It gives us hope to the hopeless. It has given voice to the voiceless." This commercial might be the most moving one. Number 9, Kia The Truth, $8 million. The Truth commercial by Kia is one of 4 ads that premiered during the 2014 Super Bowl. Although the last film in the Matrix series came out back in 2003, the actor who starred in this advertisement was Lawrence Fishburne, reprising his role as Morpheus. Morpheus is a mysterious valet who offers a couple leaving an upscale restaurant the choice between their old car, its keys marked blue, or the one with the keys marked red. The red keys lead the couple to Kia's new luxury sedan, the K900, and Morpheus appears in the back seat for a ride filled with several references from The Matrix. Then he serenades the couple with Nessun Dorma, an aria part of the opera. While he is serenading, buildings explode around them. Between paying for Fishburne's participation, acquiring the rights to use his Matrix character, and the pretty stellar special effects used when Morpheus makes the world explode with his awesome opera singing, this is one ad where you can totally see where all the money went. The Matrix spoof is symbolic of an attempt to change the perception of the consumers about the brand, which is normally associated with affordability. Number 8, Jaguar British Villains, $8 million. The Jaguar British Villains commercial paid to hire 3 famous actors: Tom Hiddleston, Mark Strong, and Academy Award winner Sir Ben Kingsley. The trio is portrayed as British bad boys who all drive Jaguars. Between Kingsley's opulent mansion and Hiddleston's helicopter ride, Strong's white Jaguar might actually be the most cost-effective part of the entire affair. This commercial, which started with an $8 million budget and premiered during the 2014 US Super Bowl, has later been banned for encouraging irresponsible driving. The Advertising Standards Authority received a complaint that the YouTube ad encouraged unsafe driving and was therefore socially irresponsible. Jaguar Land Rover said that the Hiddleston ad was set entirely in the car park and that the car barely moved. When the car did leave the car park, it was shown traveling at normal road speeds, according to Jaguar Land Rover. The ASA later agreed that the primary focus of the ad was not speed. They also said that they told Jaguar Land Rover not to portray speed of driving behavior that might encourage motorists to drive irresponsibly in the future. Before we move on, leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be the first watching new episodes. Number 7, Pepsi Joy of Pepsi, $8.1 million. Famous commercial Joy of Pepsi, which premiered back in 2001, cost about $8.1 million. This wasn't the first expensive commercial ever made. However, it was the one that made the largest cultural impact. This ad was everywhere, all around the world. Years before a young man pleaded with the world to leave Britney alone, we were the ones who wanted for Britney and Pepsi to leave us alone. Because like we said earlier, this ad was everywhere. When this ad premiered at the 2001 Super Bowl, Britney Spears was at the absolute height of her power. Pepsi used her stardom and basically created a Britney Spears music video about the joy of Pepsi. And how can we forget that the ad also featured a cameo from Senator Bob Dole that made about as little sense then as it does today. Number 6, Carlton Drought, Sky Troop Show, $9 million. The Sky Troop Show is a commercial which was made by an Australian beer company costing somewhere between $9 million. The ad stars feature a whole fleet of skydivers who jump out of a giant beer can as part of a stadium stunt. Their routine all goes according to plan. Unfortunately, the beer can ends up getting swept through the neighboring suburbs, causing a great deal of destruction and panic along the way. The price tag for this commercial wasn't that surprising, given the skydiving sequences and the scenes of the beer can plowing through houses and cars. But its price pales in comparison to the next commercial on this list. Number 5. Bud Light, Up for Whatever, $12 million. The Bud Light Up for Whatever commercial is another 2014 Super Bowl ad. The commercial shows one crazy night in the life of a guy named Ian Rappaport, who finds himself buoyed from one awesome situation to another, all because he's up for whatever. Basically, the situations mentioned above are a limo ride with Reggie Watts, an elevator with Don Cheadle, and a llama and tennis match with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The campaign was meant to invoke feelings of a carefree, spontaneous, fun night out with friends. However, the slogan, "the perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night," speaks less to spontaneous fun and more to predatory rape culture. Social media soon joined with hashtags like Up for Consent and bashing the company's unintended message. Bud Light later apologized for the message and said that it will no longer be used in its campaign. Bud Light's vice president said in a statement that it was clear that the message missed the mark and they regret it. They also added that they would never condone disrespectful or irresponsible behavior. Number 4. Chrysler, imported from Detroit, $12 million. Born of Fire, or also known as Imported from Detroit, is the television commercial that introduced the Chrysler 200 to the public. The commercial ran for the first time during the Super Bowl in 2011, and at 2 minutes long, it is one of the longest commercials ever shown on such an event. It was also the 4th most expensive commercial ever. The easiest way to make one of the most expensive commercials of all time is to pay someone famous a truckload of money to star in it. In this case, the celebrity is Eminem. Eminem, who is from the Detroit area, drives the Chrysler 200 through the city to the Fox Theater, passing by several neighborhoods and landmarks. Upon arriving, he walks inside the theater to the stage, where the Selected of God choir is singing. Eminem then walks on the stage and says to the camera, "This is the Motor City, and this is what we do." The commercial was created by Whedon and Kennedy and has been voted by the public and the media as one of the greatest commercials of all time. Number 3. AVIVA names, $13.4 million. The British insurance company Norwich Union changed its name to AVIVA in 2008. This is when the company decided to make a very expensive commercial so people would notice. They spent over $13 million, hiring Bruce Willis, Ringo Starr, Elle Macpherson, and Alice Cooper to star in an advert about how important their name change had been on the road to stardom. This multi-million-dollar commercial is not a glossy, high-end extravaganza. The advert cuts between earlier footage in which celebrities observe their younger selves. For example, Bruce Willis talks from the passenger seat of a car chase scene from the movie Die Hard, whilst his younger self is driving the car. So basically, it isn't much more than a bunch of famous people talking to the camera. Even when they're digitally inserted into their own movies or news footage, it doesn't look that great. But still, having 4 incredibly famous celebrities in a commercial costs a lot. The money is right there, and it looks like Ringo Starr. Number 2. Guinness Tipping Point, $16 million. Guinness has filmed their most expensive commercial back in 2007. The ad begins with 6,000 dominoes, leading on to objects such as books, paint cans, tires, flaming hay bales, fridges, suitcases, and even cars. It was filmed on location in the tiny Argentinian village of Uria, combining expensive material costs with a need for precision in order to get every shot just right. This ad goes to show that a large budget is great, but an awesome idea is even better. The commercial was directed by Nikolai Fuzlik, who said that the combination of the intricacy of the shoot, the high-altitude location, and the use of hundreds of villagers made filming the ad the biggest challenge of his career to date. Paul Cornell, the marketing manager for Guinness at Diageo GB, said that the ad is fundamentally a celebration of community. The Guinness campaign uses no special effects in creating the chain reaction, and that is what makes it very special. Number 1. Chanel the Film, $33 million. Chanel leaves the other ones way behind. It is the most expensive commercial ever, and Chanel didn't even blink an eye throwing $33 million on a commercial. But let's be real, you cannot get to star Nicole Kidman and the director Baz Luhrmann without dropping some cash. The 3-minute ad for Chanel called The Film doesn't only feature the talents of Kidman and Lerman, but it also includes costume design by Karl Lagerfeld. The ad debuted in movie theaters, unlike many of the other ads we had mentioned before. Thanks for watching. Leave the comment down below and let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe for new and upcoming episodes.